How hot is it?
That's good.
You know he's getting...
Nothing's accomplished without enthusiasm. Stand by.
You know he's getting all ticked.
And Venus, although it's just 3/4 of the way, or 1/4 of the way closer to the sun, is fantastically much hotter than the Earth. So we say Mars is too cold, Mercury's too hot, Venus way too hot, but the Earth is just right. The Earth is perfect for us. So back in the disco era,
oh good.
This picture was taken of Mars using the Viking spacecraft. 2 of them landed on Mars.
Took
this picture went around the world. You could be reading the New York Times, you could be reading the Papua New Guinea Gazette. This picture was on the cover. And so it changed the world, because when you look at this picture of Mars, I hope you get the feeling inside you that it's a place. I mean, if you were dressed properly, you could walk around on Mars. I mean, it's different. It is very cold, and there's not much water. It's like a camping trip. You take water and food, but also on Mars you have to take something to breathe, because they don't have anything for us to breathe. Now, if you've ever done that, you can't go there. But still, it's a remarkable picture. A little story is, people were looking at this picture closely, and they looked at the sky, and they looked especially at this edge of the shadow. And I paraphrase when I put up the thing, huh? What? People realized that the sky on Mars is probably not blue. And I like to imagine the meeting people have written a book about it.
It's red.
What do you mean it's not blue? It's a planet. I know it's a planet, but it's a different planet. So why do you think it's blue? Well, we don't know. I don't. So it turns out that when you look at the shadow and you see that little blue edge, people realize that the sky on Mars is probably closer to this color. Now, what is that color? That's
gold, yellow.
Yes, ecru. Yeah.
Yes, those Crayola colors.
Taupe, pale taupe. It's, you know, if you go where they sell ribbons, stockings. It's the upper right. I don't wear ribbons. I will say I am a huge fan. I don't wear them. But it's one of those colors. And so they made corrections. And so I got into this because of my family, and especially my father. My father was quite the amateur geologist. He was sort of a rock hound. Ned and I, boy scientists, as he often referred to himself. Now, if you've never seen him, that's a rock hound.
He was a miner.
Facebook, Twitter, you've never seen a real rock.
Oh.
Anyway, the color of rocks is quite important. So, these guys, if you've never known any geologists, are there any geologists here?
Ready for business.
And once in a while, they come up, oh wow. So you go to my father's basement, or go to somebody's garage, or dorm room in some cases, they're just rocks. And you say, excuse me, Dad, or dude, what happened? What's with all the rocks? Well, this one's different. There's a whole, no, this one, this other. Well, I got that one, over there, and this one I got over here. Anyway, my father, unlike many of us, was working for the Navy on Wake Island. Wake Island, if you go to Hawaii and then you go about that far again, there's this little spit of land just above the sea surface in the Pacific Ocean, Wake Island, discovered by Captain Wake and so on. And they were building an airstrip. The Navy was building an airstrip. So December 7th, 1941, my dad, they were bombed, as part of the same attack as Pearl Harbor. They fought back for a couple of weeks. They were all captured on Christmas Eve, 1941. And my dad spent 44 months, almost 4 years, in Japanese prison. They spent most of the time in China, then they were moved to Japan. And it sounded like, really, I'm not trying to shock you, it sounded like that kind of stuff, really. It's not the first trip. My dad lived through this thing, and they had no electricity. The Japanese military confiscated all their jewelry. So my dad, the family myth is, would tell time with a sundial. He would set up a shovel handle, according to him, and they would watch the shadow of the shovel handle, wait for it to be the shortest, and they would explain to the guards that it's lunchtime. Because they were working, which was really consistent with gene conventions, which was working. Anyway, so they had hardly any electricity. So my dad had very dark skies at night. He became quite the amateur astronomer. He became fascinated with sundials. He lives through this thing. He comes back to the U.S. He takes hundreds, thousands of pictures of sundials. Okay? I mean, I know you think the accountants know how to party. I'm not sure. You get with the sundial people, I mean, it's crazy.
What's it doing? What's it doing?
So, he wrote a book about sundials. He was given a lifetime membership in the North American Sundial Society. He proposed that we turn the Washington Monument into a giant sundial.
Oh, wow.
And for some reason, my father's genius has yet to be recognized. Crazy. You think, come on, what's a better idea than that? No, in this time of year, it is quite cool. I mean,
Wait, his father?
You can walk along with the shadow. It's so tall. And it turns out the Earth is spinning. And so...
How old was his father when
Space generation right there.
his mother pregnant?
If you told that gag in the 1300s, nobody's laughing. All right. I'm not saying I was there, I'm saying. So if you look at the lighting, I think will be pretty good for this in this room. Pretty good, right. If you look right here, the shadow is every